What's going on, YouTube's Minty Fresh Gaming coming at you live. We're here with
Jake.
And what did you just do today?
I got second place at the Naperville Chupacabra Games case tournament.
Oh, right. And I heard you got some godly pulls.
I pulled pretty good. Should I show that before or after?
Oh, whatever you like.
Let's show it now.
All right.
So for prizing, I got one full special ed and then two separate special eds.
Okay.
So, I mean...
Oh, God.
We did pretty okay.
Don't show Jason this. Don't show our first place winner.
we did pretty okay.
Yeah, that's broken. So you got second place in the tournament, but clearly you were the real winner tonight.
I guess so.
All right, and what did you play?
I played Cyber Dragons.
Ooh, Cyber Dragons.
The best deck.
All right, let's get right into it.
All right, so first off, 3 Cyber Dragons. It's the original one. You need him. He's the best. He wins you games. Not really much else to say about him. 3 core. Searcher for the deck. Searches all your relevant spells and traps.
Okay.
Machine duplication target, which is insane.
Nice.
Next, you play 3 Hers. Another machine duplication target. Helps in the grind game, lets you recycle your grave. If you need to, he can become level 5 if he's special, which does come up.
And you like maxing out on all the numbers, huh?
Yes, I love maxing out on the cores, the Herses, and the 3 Nasters.
Okay.
Because they are machine dupe targets. You want to see these cards as frequently as you can with machine duplication, because machine duplication is your win.
Got it.
If machine dupe resolves, you're winning the game.
Nice.
So 3 Nester. This card's probably the most broken one in the deck. Games turns 2, 3, 4. He will revive any Nova, any Infinity in your graveyard for free on summon, which is absolutely broken.
That's broken.
For 2 orbs, play 2 Galaxy Soldier.
Okay.
I don't play 3. I don't like opening it. I always want to search it, and the 3rd one's always dead in the deck anyway because he searches only 1 copy of himself, and you only have to resolve his effect once to get 2, and then it's a free rank 5, so you never need the 3rd one.
Got it. Makes sense.
1 ofs. We play 1 Veer. He's an additional name, additional Cyber Dragon name. He's not a machine dupe target, but he is a level 4, which I will explain why that's relevant later.
Got it.
His effect also comes up sometimes. When he's on board, he gives all Cyber Dragons 500 attack and defense boost, which helps beat over some very pesky cards like Necros cards.
Oh man, that's broken.
Helps clean it out. And then the God card.
Oh.
The Searchable Kaiju. A lot of people forget that I can search this card off of Repair Plant, and that ends up winning me a lot of games.
Broken.
I can deal with him a lot easier than anyone else can.
Huh.
Onto the hand traps. The most broken card the entire night, aside from Gear Gamma and the driver.
Oh, right. I see a lot of people cutting this package. How do you like it?
I think it's the most impactful hand trap, and there's not even a close second. Against Orcust, if you Gamma, Recycler, or the Mathematician, their turn's done. They have to pass, unless they have Return in hand, but even then they only end on 1 monster. So this card's insane. Playing the driver's
But you have to.
You have to play it, but it's not horrible because he's a light, so you can discard him for Soldier. Which is nice.
There you go.
As well as the drivers in the Gamma, they're all lights. So if they are dead in your hand, they're not completely dead. I did draw the driver twice today in my match against the first place winner.
Fortunate.
It is what it is. You can't win them all.
Oh, trust me, I feel that.
And then the only other hand trap we play is Ash Blossom.
Okay.
It's the most generic one. It hits the most things.
Nice.
I don't think I would cut it. Onto the spells. Best searcher in the entire deck, Cyber Emergency. You can search for any Cyber Dragon, and if you negate activation, I just cut a card and activate it again.
Yeah, please do not solemn this card.
Do not solemn this card. I mean, if you're playing against me, please do, because I get it for free, but
there you go.
Against anyone else, don't. Other searcher I play, Repair Plant. Like I said, this card can search any light machine, which lets me search the Galaxy Soldier, or the Kaiju if I need it. Only play 2 because I don't want to see it as often as Emergency. I'm most likely searching this off a core if I don't have it in my hand.
Makes sense.
3 duplication.
Ooh, ulti first, too.
It's the God card.
Look at that.
If this card resolves, you're winning the game.
Beautiful. And hey, it's true what they say, right? High rarity, you see it more.
If it's higher rarity, you do draw it more often. That is very true. I can attest to that. onto the one of cyber spells. I play one Cyberload Fusion and one Cyber Rev System. They're good in one ofs. They do come up. I never want to see them in my opening hand. I always want to search them. This is a in archetype monster reborn that does not target. So if I play it, you've got Call by the Grave set. I don't have to tell you which one I'm bringing back, which it does come up, which is nice. And then Cyberload Fusion lets me fusion summon using what I have on board or banished, which does come up, which is nice. It lets me recycle stuff that I banished. Other one-ofs I play, 1-for-1. Generically a really good card. It's at 1 for a reason. It lets me get either Nashter or hers from deck. Overload Fusion, another really good extender. Turns 2, 3, and 4. Lets me push for a lot of damage. Foolish, again, it's at 1 for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Just an insane card. Lets me fill up my grave. 99% of the time I'm sending hers with this, so I can either get a free Cyber Dragon from my deck, or I get any Cyber Dragon that's already in my grave. Really good turns 2 and 3. Last 3 spell cards I play. I main 3 twin. I blind second, so I don't like back row. Even against Orcus, like just baiting out the crescendo is really good. Forcing their hand if they just have Babel on board with no crescendo to make them use all their effects at once. Really good. And then just like I hate Draco. Draco is like the worst matchup. I don't think anyone likes Draco.
Only helmet people, right?
Right. Last card in my deck. Cybernetic Overflow. It's the only trap I play. It's the best trap in the game because it's searchable. It lets me, it's non-targeting removal that does not banish for cost. So if I go first, if you make me go first, I search this and I set this with core. If I have multiple levels in grave, this is why Veer is good. So this card says, banish Cyber Dragons with different levels and then pop an equal number of cards on your opponent's side of the field. Core is a level 2. And then Nashter and hers are both level 1s. So I don't get any extra value if I have both of these in grave. But if I already have a good enough board and I can afford the Foolish like a Veer, he's level 4, so he's a different level. And then of course Cyber Dragon's level 5. So at max, I can get 4 pops that are non-targeting and I don't banish for cost. So even if you do negate this, then I don't lose anything.
Nice.
As a bonus, if you try to destroy it when it's on the field, if it's destroyed by card effect and goes to grave, I can search my deck for any Cyber Spell or trap. So if you blind twin, and this is face down, and I chain it, I blow up your board, and then I get a free plus.
Nice. I guess it is the best trap in the game. Holy shit.
It is really good.
Wow.
So that's the main deck, 40 cards. I want to keep it as consistent as possible.
Nice.
And let's go into the side, or the extra deck. So for Link 1s, Link Kribo, El Mirage. This card made the deck so much better because opening just core turns into infinity because you can get core off the board and then you can make a card like Cyber Repair Plant live, which is really good. Link Kribo is insane. Just Link 1s, it's really good. Protects against damage. Link 2s, Genius, Lambda, and 1 Singer. Genius comes up if I want to negate something on the board. And it's unaffected by spells and traps. So it came up against a Draco player, not this week, but a few weeks ago. He had the Monarch's Erupt on board. So I made Genius unaffected by spells and traps. I used it to negate the Erupt and continue with my plays.
Nice. So for anybody listening, it's also a good way to get out of Mystic Mine.
Yes, very good. Actually, as a side note, I knew a couple Cyber Dragon players probably a couple months ago that were siding mine to go second and third, and then they would use Genius to negate their own mine to push for damage. So
smart.
That's another really cool thing that you can do with Genius.
Look at that. So if you guys are out there, you have place options.
So we play Lambda for the side frames. If you force me to go first and I have a good enough hand, I can end on Infinity plus Lambda, so the side frames in my hand are still alive.
Oh, nice.
It's also just a good generic Link 2. And then we play Seeger. It's the archetype Link 2. It lets me basically double the attack of any of my Cyber Dragons, which is really good. And I can revive this with Nashter too, because it's got 2100 attack.
Oh, so you only need it at 1.
Yes. I've thought about playing 2, but the extra deck is really tight. So I'd rather play my other cards than that. So for insane cards. 1 Fortress, 2 Mega Fleet. Don't leave anything in your EMZ when you play against me because it's going to be gone when my turn starts. And if you're an Orcus player, don't leave your machines on board because I clear them all.
Nice.
So, yeah, these cards are insane. This is why the deck's good.
And you just keep the one fortress just because I know there's a lot of Orcus coming out, but you still think it's only needed at one?
I think it's only needed at one because if I'm going second, I should be able to push for damage.
Okay, yeah, OTK, makes sense.
Because like I main the twins, so if I can use twin to bait out the babble, to force you to use all of your Orcus effects to fill up your board with Orcus monsters, they're all machines.
Yeah.
And so I can get this guy up to like 4,000, but that's not the important part. The important part is clearing the board.
Okay, nice. And then it has that added benefit that it gains attack.
Yes, very big, can get very nasty. For the actual fusion that we fusion summon, we play Rampage. So I fusion this off of Overload and Cyberload. It's a double Foolish Burial and back row removal in one card. So this card does a lot.
Nice.
Does a lot. So on summon, it blows up back row equal to the number of monsters used for summon. So usually that's 2. And then I can send up to 2 light machines from my deck to my grave to give it additional attacks that turn. So not only does it help thin my deck, and if I need to access a hers in my deck to recur resources, I can send those. Plus, it gets the added benefit of more damage. So a very easy OTK that I can do is if I have Rampage down there, and Seeger. Use Rampage to dump 2 so he gets 3 attacks, and then use Seeger to boost up Rampage, so that's over 12,000 damage.
Nice.
So I can beat over any monsters on board and still have enough damage. Very scary.
That is scary. I'm glad I didn't play you today.
For XYZs, 2 Nova, 2 Infinity. This is pretty standard. You don't need more than 2, especially with Napster. You can get back with whichever one you need whenever.
Okay.
Nova's attack game ability comes up a lot in OTKs, so I can banish any Cyber Dragon in my hand or on field to have it double its attack.
I'm broken.
And then the one secret tech that I didn't summon at all today, we play Pallades.
Ooh, I know this card.
So Pallades, it's a compulse once per turn. It's a quick effect for any card in the field. So if my hand is super broken when I'm going first, I can end on Infinity with Pallades. And even if I'm not opening super broken and I know I'm playing Salad, I'll end on Pallades over Infinity because Salad is so reliant on their normal summon that if I bounce their normal summon back to their hand as soon as they summon it, their turn's done.
Nice.
And then I just combo off next turn.
Perfect. So you've really been thinking about this, huh?
Yeah, I've been playing this deck for a long time.
That's a really good card.
And then the last card that we play Omega.
Oh, nice.
Just because when it resolves, it's insane. Like, especially going first, if they try and hand trap one of my search cards and I have the Gamma in hand, not only does my search go through and you lose a card in your hand, but you lose an additional card in your hand for trying to mess up my play.
Nice.
So, yes, this card, I should probably cut this because it doesn't resolve more often than it does, but honestly, it's just too good.
Okay, I feel that.
On to the side deck. Only monster reciting is 3 Lance for the Thunder matchup. That's honestly one of the harder matchups, and for Orcus. It's just an insane card. It says you can't banish.
Yeah, broken.
Yeah.
Especially in this meta game.
Yes. 3 summon limit. I did play this today, and it did save me a couple times. So if I know you're going to force me to go first, I will side this in, especially if you're playing a combo heavy deck. Against Orcus, once they get 2 monsters on board, I flip it, you can't make Galatea, your turn's done. It hurts me too, because I like to combo off, but if I'm going first, I should already have enough resources in my grave and on board that I should be able to sustain myself, even with only 2 summons.
Nice. And you play this over there could only be 1, because
Yes.
that one's just, you can't really get over
Right,
that.
I can't get over that.
Makes sense.
Honestly, that hurts me more than it hurts my opponents. We side the evenly instead of maining it. I honestly, in this meta, like Twin better.
Okay.
Just for the back row removal. But if I am playing like something that's combo heavy, I'll take out the twins and I'll side in evenly just because they're better.
Got my waifu cards.
Makes sense. Did you?
Another secret tech that is insane. Unending Nightmare.
Ooh.
So
I didn't see this.
for all you Draco players and all your Altergeist players out there, you should be very afraid of this card. Because if you don't take care of this card, I will keep paying my points until I have 1,000 and just keep destroying all your back row.
Wow.
It's not once per turn, it's once per chain.
Yeah.
So even if I have this going second and I set it and I flip it during your standby phase, I can repeatedly start chains to blow everything up that you have. So I started chain in the standby phase, pay 1,000, target a card, blow it up. Once the chain resolves, I pass back priority to you, and if you don't have anything to activate in the standby phase, I start a new chain.
Ha! Broken. So you just keep going and
I just
going.
keep looping it in the standby phase. Or in the end phase, that works too. And the last card beside Anti-Spell Fragrance. It's a win con against Striker.
Mixed match rarity.
And I like that CP though. Look at that. CP rare.
Honestly, I want to get the parallel rares, but champion pack, you can't complain.
Oh yeah, that looks very nice. That's what's up. What were your matches like today?
So round one, I played against Draco Inzector.
Wild.
I didn't get to see much of the Inzector engine because he bricked both games, but I 2-0'd that. Round 2 I played against Salad. I 2-0'd that. Round 3 I played against Infernoid. I won game 3 in time. That matchup was insane. Yeah, I didn't get Void Feasted. I think that's why I won. I didn't get Void Feasted at all. Round 4, I played against Mr. First Place. He won in time, but honestly, if I had one more turn, I probably couldn't have won anyway. So you got it. And then round 5 was the quickest game of the tournament. I beat Thunder 2-0 in 5 minutes.
Oh, nice. Your hardest matchup. Can't complain. Any shout outs before we let you go?
Shout out to Eric for being very bad at playing Thunder Dragons. And then, shout out to Naperville. Like, the guys here are great.
Oh yeah, look at the production. It's a really nice store.
Fantastic card shop. Shout out to the YouTube channel. You guys should all subscribe and follow.
All right,
Yeah,
sounds
leave a
good.
like because
It'll help us out, right? All right.
Thank you for having me.
Sounds good. This was Minty Fresh Gaming. Thanks for being here. We'll be here next time. Peace.